Hello guys, welcome to all of you in Tpoint. My name is Amit and today we are going to continue with Python learning series. In this tutorial, we are covering some sorting algorithms in Python. It is a part of data structure, but yes, we are discussing it in a fundamental layer of understanding that how the sorting algorithms works. In our class and upcoming videos, we will have a very detailed understanding of data structures and its algorithms. But as of now, we can talk some fundamentals algorithms and it is based on sorting algorithms. Easy, that is, we can able to sorted those data types. For example, if in a given list, if you want to sort it out, we have a function called sorted inside the list. But what is the working mechanisms behind it? So to understand those mechanisms, we have a algorithms, and the algorithm is give us the perspective to understand, that is how we can sort this list or any kind of data structures based on sorting algorithms. Either it should be in ascending order or either it should be into the descending order. Okay, so let's go and understand it. Today topic, which is like a insertion sort in data structure or Python. So it is one of the very simple sorting algorithms. Assume that, let's say you are playing a card, and based on the weightage of the card or the number, what you do is you just place this card according to their orders, okay, based upon its values or based upon its number. It is working on the same mechanism. For example, if we have a list, consider that the elements are your cards, and what you need to do is you just need to pull one card at a time and then place into the order wise. Similarly, you are just pulling a card and then again placing into the its value or order wise. So the same things we are learning over here, and we are going to apply those concepts. So looking into the screen, we can say that start with second element. So you assume that is the first card in your hand is already sorted, or it's a like the first card in your hand. So let's say I am just taking a list over here. For example, I have just taken 23, 1, 10, 5, 2. So we assume that this is the first element is already sorted. Now, what it is going to happen? Compare with the current element. So let's say we are at this positions. So what we are starting in, we are looking with the second cards, and we will compare with that is second card with the previous card. All right. So it is going to compare with the previous card, right? And then if this values is greater than these values, then what we are going to do is we will place this card towards right, correct? So now in this case, what will happen? 1, 23, 10, 5, 2, correct? Since we will pull this 23 card number and then we will put after 1. Now again, this value is going to compare with 23 and then it is going to replace with next values. In this case, 1, 10, 23, 5, 2, right? Again, it is going to compare with, now 5 is going to check with 10. So the next will be 1, 5, 10, 23, 2. And again, this 2 will be going to compare with the previous value. So this process will be keep repeating till the every element is getting sorted out, right? Till every element is getting sorted out. So let's go to the Jupyter notebook and start writing this piece of the code, and we will understand how this works. So in this insertion sort, I have just taken a list. So let's say this is a list we have already taken. And for that, what we are going to do is we are going to write some piece of the code. So in this case, I'm writing for loop for I in range 1 comma length of list 2, correct? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable which is, let's say, minimum values. I'm just creating a variable called mean values. And for that, I'm just assuming it is a ith indexing position, right? So mean values could be any place. It can be 0 indexing positions, it can be 2, it can be 10, it can be 20, right? Any indexing positions could be, right? So what I am saying, let's say I created one variable called mean values, and the value is ith indexing position. Now what I'm going to create, I'm just creating another iterator which is j, and this time j will be lesser than 1 because the one element is already sorted out, correct? Now, since we do not know, that is, in how many times my loop will be iterate, okay, but we know the conditions. Condition is like the first value is already sorted, right? The condition is the first value is already sorted. In this case, what we are going to use? We are going to use while loop. So we are using while, correct? J is greater than or equal to 0 and value at jth indexing position, let's say value at jth indexing position should be greater than mean values. If it is happening, then what we are going to do is we are going to shift those values with the previous one, right? So j plus 1 is going to shift with j, right? And this time what we are going to do is our list is getting shrink, and that is why our iteration is going to reduce. So we are going to use j minus equal to 1 by, so in this case our iteration is getting reduced by 1. Now what we are going to do is in this case, now list 2 j plus 1, if this condition doesn't follow, right? If it doesn't follow, then what will happen, that is the j plus 1 indexing value will be taking the minimum values, right? J plus 1 indexing value will be taken as a minimum value. That means all the previous values we are going to compare with the previous values, and the previous value it is going to interchange and replacing with another, or you can say that is going to shift towards right. If those condition is not going to meet, then it is going to meet with minimum values, right? And then finally we are going to print the list. So this is a solution, guys. So we can execute this piece of the code and we can get the output. So this is a insertion sort. In this case, you will able to understand that is how this logic is working. So logic is very simple. So guys, we have a paid training as well as for data science, machine learning and Python. Apart from that, we also provide trainings on visualizations tool like Tableaus and Power BI. So if you would like to go for the paid trainings, please fill up the form given below and our team will be contact you. So guys, if you have any feedback, please write it down and I will try to respond to you. Thank you guys. Thank you once again.